Good evening, everybody. Baseball fans across America and the world. My name is Mike. That's IRISH, just like Notre Dame, the fighting football team. The Patriots, the Red Sox, these are my teams. And I'm going to bringing you the Red Sox game in its entirety, as long as the go out, between the Tampa Bay Rays this evening from Fenway Park. It's a beautiful night, it looks like. Sunshine, skies, construction over the back of Fenway Park. I believe they're building a Hard Rock casino, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong. Feel free to comment, like. I don't know if there's a subscribe button yet, but I certainly would like to get as many viewers as I can to pay attention to me. Not that I'm worth that much interest. But the Red Sox are. Rousseau, Diaz, Meadows, Martinez, Renfro, Choi, Adams, and Margot, and Zunino. That's the Rays starting lineup. The Red Sox wearing their home white uniforms. Got the dark navy blue caps with the B on the top of them. I have a cap myself, but it's not in great shape. But this is the first broadcast. I hope to do many. Again, my name is Mike Irish. I'm from Jerome, Idaho. And at this point, I'm going to invite some people to the stream and see if I can get some immediate feedback. And see if I can actually do something to promote myself as a broadcaster and knowledgeable about how the Boston Red Sox 2020 season is going. Obviously, they lost last night dramatically, 8-7. They had a chance to take the lead or win it, but that fell by the wayside, obviously, later in the game. So at this point, bear with me for one moment. I'm still nuancing the system and how it works to see if there's any way that I can respond on Messenger or YouTube. How fast this goes is up to my internet server, CenturyLink, by the way. All right, paste that right in there. Work, embedded. Okay, let's see. Get another friend involved. All right, here we go. So it looks like the lineup cards have been submitted and the game is about to begin. The Red Sox are now going to take the field. Mitch Moreland will be playing despite a left leg injury, a lower left leg injury. It looks like he'll be getting the start tonight at first base. He's a gold-gloved first baseman, that's for sure. We'll see what happens. Let's see if the Red Sox do have a lineup that is showing yet. Yes, they do. Benintendi, Verdugo, Martinez, Bogarts, Moreland, Vasquez, Chavis, Bradley Jr., and Arals. Rawls got 3 hits, I believe, last night in the loss, but they were his first 3 big league hits. So that's pretty exciting to have been a participant in that. Let me get out of this share stream and see how we're doing with it now. Martin Perez, 3 starts, a 2-1 record, 3.45 earned run average. He's allowed 12 hits, 9 walks, and 11 strikeouts, and opponents are hitting .214 against him. So he's a good stop plug here as the Red Sox try to come back from the loss last night. Again, he's going to be facing for the first batter Brousseau. He's the second baseman with a .333 average, good leadoff percentage, and he's the only 300 hitter that the Rays do have. So at this point, it looks like the Red Sox now getting ready to throw the first pitch. Again, Benintendi, Bradley Jr., and it looks like Verdugo in right field. And mentioning the Esquires in blue, but Hunter Wendelstedt is the only one of name that I know of as the crew chief. Vic Capaza, Brendan Miller, and Stu Shoewater are the other umpires. So I just want to give them a shout out. This game is going to be brought to you by Compra Toyota, and it's in Spanish where available, I guess, on the That's an app. 86 degrees, feels like 93. The wind blowing 10 miles per hour out to center, so we may expect some long fly balls tonight as the Red Sox and Rays play the second of a 3-game series, I believe it is. We'll check out the data just to make sure that the Red Sox do have a schedule with the Rays. It's going to be a 4-game series, that is, and this is game 2. Mike Rousseau steps in, .333 hitter, 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in, on base percentage of over 300, and a slugging of 1.048. So he's hitting the cover off the ball right now. Official start of the game, it looks like it's going to be a little later than we thought, 5:34, and as the pitcher, Perez, begins to show the rubber. He takes the ball into his glove, looks into the first sign of the game, and officially at 5:35, we have the first pitch, and it is a ball up high. Red Sox Rays underway. Perez pitching to Brousseau. Boston will play Tampa Bay tomorrow evening also, and then Thursday at 2:30 in the afternoon Mountain Standard Time, Mountain Daylight Time that is, and obviously 4:30 Eastern, so the shadows will be coming across home plate at that point. As he throws in a nice pitch for a strike. Wednesday, when he beat the Rays, he threw 5 innings, allowed 4 hits, no runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts on 91 pitches. Pretty good effort for the young left-hander. Throws another strike right there, 1-2 the count. Tampa Bay going to be the last homestand game of this homestand. Tampa Bay these next 3 games, including tonight. Then we go to New York against the Yankees. I'm sure I'll mention that about a dozen more times tonight. As it is right now, 1-2 pitch, taken low, ball 2, 2-2 on an 84-mile-per-hour off-speed pitch. See what anybody's saying about this game so far. Early in the game, Perez with a good live fastball. Got a 2-2 count and throws a ball to make it 3-2. So a full count, and Perez now not wanting to lead off the game with a walk. Would not be the way to do it this evening, especially with the Rays packing on runs like they did last night. 8-7 was the final. There's a pitch, and it's swung on the right side, deep, headed back, gone! A home run to start the game for Brousseau. That will be his 4th home run of the year, and the Rays lead 1-0. So just like that, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. God bless. What a wonderful way to start for the Tampa Bay Rays. An off-speed, looked like slider that slid, but it went the wrong way off the end of the bat and got over the Red Sox right fielder, Verdugo, who watched it tail into the bullpen while he was still 35 feet away from the ball. That's not how the Red Sox envisioned this game starting, I'm sure. But Perez is a man on a hook. He takes a ball to the next batter to start off the at-bat. Kind of not the way you want to start the game, leading off balls to each hitter. It's kind of funny. The first at-bat that I do is a Red Sox home run given up against them. And here I was hoping it would be something more dramatic in favor of the hometown team. There's a pop-up to center. That's going to fall, and it's going to get caught by Benintendi. So he raced from left field, ran towards shallow center, and actually made the catch on a running sprint, it looked like, with the ball up above his eyeballs. So good out there to get the game started with the first out of the game, even though we're losing now 1-0. Austin Meadows comes up, him with a 280 average. We'll see if the Red Sox can get out of this inning or if they're going to give up more runs. They've been behind in almost every game they've played this 2020 campaign. Every game they play, they seem to be battling from arrears. I don't know if that's something that is going to be a familiar theme as we finish with a 20-40 record, or if we can pick up the pace here and actually start leading some games. But we're not going to see till tomorrow night, apparently, if we can go to a first inning at bat with a lead, with the game tied. That's sort of frustrating. That's one of the most frustrating things, to actually be broadcasting your favorite team and have them be behind after the first batter of the baseball game. Well, so far I only see one person watching. I don't know who you are, but thank you for watching. Again, my name is Mike Irish, broadcasting the Red Sox game from my comfort in Jerome, Idaho, but actually watching it on my TV from Boston, Massachusetts. Technology, what a wonderful thing. 0-2 count on this batter. This will be the 3rd batter of the game. 10 pitches in, we're down by 1 run. There's a fly ball flared left, and that's foul. So an 0-2 count remains the same. I'm going to check out and see some of the stats on that home run that Yandy Diaz hit. The flyout was a 73-mile-per-hour bat off the bat and traveled 250 feet. The home run, they haven't even measured it yet. There it is, 103-mile-per-hour bat speed, 386 feet. Launch angle 24 degrees. There's a foul tip at the plate for them two still on Meadows. But that 103-mile-per-hour bat speed, anytime you're getting over 100 miles per hour, you're going to hit the ball hard. And that's one of the things that the Red Sox have been giving up a lot this year is hard hit balls. So maybe it's the inexperience of the pitchers or having pitches leak out over a plate, but in any event, the 0-2 pitch. Taken outside. Oh, called him out on a strike. That was outside, in my estimation, lower bottom quadrant of the plate, right side on the left-handed hitter. Dangerous pitch for either being just vicious call, but it ends up being in the box. It looks like it was outside of the projected box by about a baseball, but it was close enough for the umpire and got framed by Vasquez. 2 away in the inning. 2 away. We'll see what happens here. Red Sox are trying to get up to bat. Let me get in touch with my son a little bit there. He was wanting to know what's going on with the game. Jose Martinez, the batter, 262 average. On-base percentage of 354. So he's been pretty successful at getting on base. Let's see what happens here as he bats with a 1-0 count. Takes another ball inside. If you're not aware and just joined us, the Red Sox are losing the game. Yes, son, I'm broadcasting the game. He wanted to know what was going on. Red Sox are losing 1-0 after a Yandy Diaz home run. How about that? The Mark Rousseau leadoff home run. Sorry if you're a Yandy Diaz fan. He popped up. He went out. He was the second out of the end. We have a 3-0 count here as Perez pitches now to the fourth batter of the game. Let's see what happens. I got to get off the screen here and actually get on the live and see that Jose Martinez now takes a strike, and it's a 3-1 count. Did he take that pitch, or did he swing right through it? He took it on the outside, and that was a beautiful outside strike on a right-handed hitter, getting the outside of the strike zone just where he can't reach it, but still in the strike zone. 3-1 pitch, 2 outs, swings and hits a towering high fly ball. This is going to be towards center, towards left, caught by the center fielder, JBJ. He takes a little bit of a mistake with his hat as it fell off the back of his head, but the Red Sox do get 3 outs, and now we go up to the bats of the Red Sox. We'll see what they can do. After last night, it was pretty exciting. They did get a rookie that got 3 hits last night, and he'll be coming up to bat. You'll get to see him tonight. That's I'm trying to remember how to pronounce that. Aroz, I guess is how you pronounce that. And he's the third baseman tonight instead of Devers. So we have the Red Sox, Benintendi, Verdugo, and Martinez who will be the batters. The commercials right now showing a Wendy's commercial, 4 for $4. So in case you feel cheap and eating like something out of a garbage can that hasn't been thrown into it yet, Wendy's. You're not paying for me. They don't got me. We got you, they say. They don't got me. They moved from Jerome, Idaho. How the hell do they got me? We got the Bruins and the Hurricanes tonight too, I guess, is popping up on my screen right now. I'm trying to pay attention to all things Boston, but it's so hard to keep track of all the good sports that go on a given day. This game right here, the Red Sox and the Rays, I've been looking forward to getting some revenge from last night's game. That was terrible when we lost last night, especially after coming back and making it 8-7 and just having runners on the bases last night. Very frustrating. So the Red Sox season not over yet, but as my son likes to say, it's going down the drains clockwise. We definitely had a 6-10 record, have only 60 games to play in the season, of course, through this coronavirus season. Showing the line of Benintendi, Verdugo, and Martinez. The only 300 hitters for the Red Sox, then Bogarts and Moreland. And then you have Vasquez and Chavis. Chavis got off the snide the other night with a home run. Devers hit a home run the other night, but he's out of the lineup tonight unless he's a pinch hitter later. Andrew Kittredge will be the pitcher. He has 7 games with about 7 hits and walked 2, so 9 runners have gotten on base other than the 3 strikeouts that he's gotten. The Rays have made 13 errors this year. That's a .978 fielding percentage, not the best, not the worst. The first batter of the game, Benintendi, of course, in a very big slump. I don't need to remind you that he's due. And since he's due, we'll see what happens here if he can continue to have leadoff woes or if there's going to be any sort of batter at this point. The first pitch to him is low for a ball. I wouldn't have swung at it either. So at this point, get my game day back up and get a little more fluid with this. I'm thinking I need to put the phone a little bit more in front of me right here. This is, of course, the first time I'm doing this. There's a pitch and a ground ball in a hole, played at short second base and thrown away. He's safe. So Benintendi makes first base on the second baseman's throw. I don't think they're going to make it an error or call it an error. I think it was a well-fielded ball and got taken away from the fielder's side. Let's see who actually got that. Yeah, the second baseman dove. The shortstop, playing where the second baseman normally would, ended up throwing it and took the first baseman off the bag, and Benintendi is safe. See if they rolled. He dove for it underneath the second baseman's glove and was fielded by the shortstop in a sprint to the outfield, it looked like, and had to throw it off his back end. So the Red Sox, in any event, have a runner on. We'll see now if they rule that a hit at some point. There's a pitch to the second batter, and that's Verdugo. He had the .790 on-base plus slugging, 3 home runs he's had this season. He's off to a great start as the Red Sox new everyday player. Looks like he's going to be in right field. Verdugo. Let's see what he can do here. Where's number 99? Again, I don't know if any Red Sox has won a 99 jersey in the whole time I've been watching them. I have to look back or have somebody tell me that. 1-0, Tampa Bay on a leadoff home run by Brousseau. Who actually crushed the pitch, 3-2 pitch for a home run to lead off the game. Benintendi takes the lead from first. Long look in. Ball's at the hip. And the delivery. Ooh, there's a fly ball to center, but it's going to be lofted enough for the center fielder to get it. No advance possible by Benintendi. So far, they've put some wood on the ball. Only one of them is aboard. Here comes J.D. Martinez. Since 2018, in his last 13 games at Fenway versus the Rays, he's hit .391 with 6 extra base hits and 11 RBIs. His career versus Tampa Bay, 24 extra base hits and a .304 average. Pretty solid numbers against one team. Looks like they're having a medical issue with the pitcher right now. I think they've got a bullpen, maybe have to get they're going to have to take him out, it looks like. It's like a medical issue, only 5 pitches into the game for Kittredge. And they have to get a man up. Wow, that's frustrating. Must have been on that pitch. It looks like he pulled something in his hand or his wrist. He starts shaking like this, like against his chest almost, right after he threw that left-handed pitch. And he goes into the locker room. He goes into the dugout, down the stairs, and they didn't even have a guy warming up. So this is going to be a good 12 to 15-minute break in the action. Again, I don't see anybody's commented. Nobody said anything as far as I can't see if anybody has subscribed or liked or anything like that. So I'm not really enjoying that feature. I'm wondering if I could do anything on my phone while I was doing it. As it is, the Red Sox and the Rays at 1-0. We have a temporary stop in the action here. I think I'm going to end the stream for a moment, and I'll be right back.